Can you do this? Box offsets are one of the most common bends you'll perform. They're also the one bend people are most likely to see because while other bends are usually in the ceiling and out of view, box offsets are where the people are. It's critical that you can do this bend and that you can do it well. These need to look perfect every time you do them and in every place you put them. We're actually going to measure this out because we want precision. So here's the technicals. A box offset is 3/8 of an inch or 0.375. And because that's such a small measurement, we're going to have to bend this offset at 10 degrees. That way we can mark our pipe out. So the multiplier for a 10-degree offset is 6. So 6 times 0.375 is 2.25, or 2 1/4. So let's make our first mark at 2 inches, and then our second mark at 2 1/4 inches away from our first mark, or 4 1/4 from the end of the pipe. Now let's line our first mark up with the arrow, and if there's any words or guidelines on the pipe, I like to have those facing up for my first bend, but more on that later. Now bend to 10 degrees. Imagine this 10-degree line extended out from the bender. You want the bottom of the pipe parallel with the top of this line. Okay, that's your first bend. Now place your second mark on the arrow and rotate your pipe 180 degrees, so the first bend is sticking up. Bend to the 10-degree line. Remove the pipe from the bender and check for doglegs and level. Correct as needed by adding or removing bends. This looks good, but hey, we need one on this other side of the pipe too. No problem. Just mark the other end the same exact way as we did our first bend, 2 inches and 4 1/4 inches. But hey, which direction do I want my first offset facing? Up or down? Well, you want it facing up. Remember how we had the words or guidelines facing up on the first bend? Well, if we have it the same way on this end as on the other first bend, then they will match. Okay, so now we have 2 bends and this is ready to be installed. But wait, you messed yours up, didn't you? Okay, well, no problem. If it's only a little messed up, we can fix it. See, this one is pretty bad, but we can fix it. If it's much worse than this, then it's cooked, and you're going to need a new piece. Just see which way it's going and bend it the other way. I can see this pipe is going a little to the left, so we just need to work it back to the right. No problem. Go easy on it though, too much, and we'll just need to readjust it to go back the other way. Okay, this looks good now. What if the bend is too much or too little? Simple. Just take some out or put more back in. This isn't rocket science. If it does this, then you accidentally bent one or both to the wrong angle. The angles just need to be adjusted to make this work again. Now that looks good. Now, of course, I know the pros can do this without measuring, and that's good. But when you're starting out, you should measure these. Get them perfect while measuring and do a bunch of them. You'll get the feel for it, it'll become second nature, and then you can do it without measuring. If you try to do it without measuring now, you're just going to end up with a big embarrassing bone pile. Also, if you have access to a box offsetter, then this is pretty quick and easy too. But you won't always have this. So you have to know how to do it without one. Hey, thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button, leave a comment below, and subscribe for more smart electrical content.